Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. We're in the city of Orzammar. We just finished talking with Varteg Gavorn. Well, actually, we didn't just finish talking to him, but we talked with him in the last episode, and we also talked with the representative on Haramont's side. I'm forgetting his name for whatever reason. I think it was like Doolin, something like that. But regardless, Varteg is the important one because he was trying to get us to send out some letters that he'd forged, saying that Haramont was promising land to two of the same people, same land to the two of the same people, which would basically screw over both of them, or at least one of them. And so it's making Haramont appear to be a cheat and a liar, even though that is not actually the case. So we actually did deliver one of the letters, and we're looking for the second one. Meanwhile, the guy for Haramont wants us to go over to that building there, the Proving, and he wants us to fight in Haramont's name, which is just as shady. Maybe not just as shady, but pretty close.
They say your mother is Flemeth, a witch of the Kukari Wilds.
They also say that washing your feet in winter makes you catch cold in the head, but we all know that is not true. But sometimes they are right, and they are right in this.
You know the stories about...
Of course. You think my mother would let me go without telling me all the stories of her youth?
My mother told me stories too. She was the one who kindled my love of the old tales and legends.
My mother's stories curdled my blood and haunted my dreams. No little girl wants to hear about the wilder men her mother took to her bed, using them till they were spent, then killing them. No little girl wants to be told that this is also expected of her once she comes of age.
I see.
No, you don't. You really don't.
I'm sorry, Morrigan. Yeah, so Morrigan had quite an interesting upbringing. If we didn't gather that before, that story certainly paints a better picture of it. So, I think we actually already read that one beforehand. I thought the one we just picked up was different. Maybe not, though. It's Pyrrol Haramount and Balin Idukan. Those are the two king people, or candidates for king, rather. Nug, okay. So we're going to pick up this Nug. Now we have another one. We're not going to go in there yet. We're going to try and explore the other half of the city first. I did see a quest icon. There we go. There's a quest icon there, and Dagna is there. Let's talk with Dagna.
Hello, how can I... It's you! And it's been, well, quite a while. Enough time to get to the circle and back, I hope. Oh, please tell me what they said.
I'm sorry, the circle is no more.
How can that be? There's always a circle in every human nation. All the books agree.
That's true. However, the mages were corrupted and had to be killed.
But what will happen in the Mageborn now? They'll still need somewhere to train, they'll need a new circle, and people to help them rebuild. I'm a smith. I can build whatever they need. Did you tell them that? I'll go right now. I'll do whatever it takes just to be there. Thank you for asking. That's more than anyone else has done for me.
So we didn't actually ask. She just grabbed all her stuff and went off, hightailing it out of here. Anyway, now she would have done that with or without us helping. Like, she would have gotten the resolve to go eventually. Wall carving. Life in Orzammar. Codex. There you go. More lore. Not a big one. JNR.
Welcome to JNR Family Armors. I must say, you look like our type of people. Looking for a new set of mail. At JNR's we have everything from leather to platinum. Yeah,
let's show me what you got.
Of course. Keep in mind we also take items on trade.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, I want to keep all of those. Oh, you don't have anything. You suck. Here, buy my stuff. So nice. I actually don't have
Trust
anything to
follow,
sell.
stranger. Here for armor or conversation?
Conversation. You know anything about what's happening with the king?
I stay out of politics. It's not good for a smith to get the attention of those who grant vendors licenses. Lord Harriman's a fair man. My father did business with him, and he always paid on time. But the Idukans have served us well. If it is the ancestors' wisdom to keep them on the throne, I cannot object.
In other words, he doesn't care. Are you part of it? And he already just said that. So, Janar, do you have a daughter named Dagna?
Has she been bothering you? Gets a whiff of surface stink, and she's like a cave tick. Won't let go.
You should know. She left for the Circle.
What? Do you even know what you've done?
Hey, it
She's
wasn't us.
castless now. She can never marry, never work, and never be a part of this family again.
Why the fuss? I am sure the Circle Tower is full of parental figures just waiting to tell her what is best.
My daughter is dead to me now. Leave my store. You're not welcome here.
So that's why we asked to see his wares before talking about Dagna, because watch this.
You monster! You sent my daughter to the surface!
Yeah.
Now she can never return! Get out!
His opinion will not change. Now that we told him that his daughter left for the surface, he blames us, and he doesn't want anything to do with us.
Ancestors, guard my son, for he is lost in darkness.
What?
Others, keep him safe, for you know what it is to mourn.
Filda, what do you have to say? What about your son?
Did you have an offering for the ancestors? Although, I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone.
What were you praying for?
My name is Filda, widow of Turak of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Rak. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul.
Safe return? Your son is missing?
It was 5 years ago.
Ugh.
He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them.
And no one went. Did anyone go after him?
The captains don't want to lose anyone searching for stray men. Too many were taken by dark spawn that way.
Your son is surely dead by now.
Perhaps his body could be recovered. His bones. Something to ensure his spirit is not trapped forever. That would be some comfort.
What would you give for a safe return?
You're asking what I would pay for your services? I have little money since my husband died.
You can't demand payment. Don't be cruel.
No, the deep roads are dangerous. If I had anything of worth... But wait. I saved his shield, the masterpiece my husband smith. I was saving it for Ruck's return. If someone were to find my son or his body, they can have the shield with my blessing.
Well, we shouldn't abandon him. I'll look for him if you want.
How? There is no way except to brave the deep roads yourself.
Well, I didn't say I'd do it for free.
You're asking what I would pay for your services? I have little money since my husband died.
You can't demand payment.
Okay, this
Don't
is
be
just a
cruel.
repeat.
No, the deep roads are dangerous.
Are you gonna
If I
give
had
me the
anything
same
of worth-
options again?
But wait, I saved his shield, the masterpiece my husband smith. I was saving it for Ruck's return. If someone were to find my son or his body, they can have the shield with my blessing.
Alright, so we basically have to accept it. She said she'll give the shield, but...
How? There is no way except to
Yeah.
brave the deep roads
Let's just
yourself.
skip these. I'm not gonna say that again because it's pointless. That just leads into a circle. I'm a Grey Warden.
Oh, please.
Yeah, I was getting annoyed there, so just skipped it. Doesn't matter anyway. Just a quest. Legnar.
Topsiders? Good. Get some outside gold in here. Calm people down. Make them think we should open the gates for good. The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for.
So he supports Balin quite clearly. Your allegiance to Balin is clear. Why?
Not your business, but I see where the gold is. He's the traditional pick, yet he wants a new way, whether some like it or not.
Some say Balin killed his father.
Just as many say Harrowmont. Neither are paragons, and the scales being equal, I go with the promise of more trade.
Oh, so people suspect Harrowmont killed the king too. Interesting. So you approve of the chaos? That kind of seems like an accusatory statement. We're not going to do that. Let's see what
I'll
you have.
take your gold. You're good for that.
Damn right. So this is a good one to grab. A really good one. We don't have enough gold to actually do that yet. If I sold that. Getting close. Not even close. Okay. I could probably sell some arrows, or maybe, I suppose, the gloves of diligence. Oh, you know what? I should give those gloves to Alistair, since Alistair can wear it. And some of those gifts, I should get rid of some of them. Alistair hates me. Liliana doesn't, surprisingly. Andraste's Grace.
Flowers? For me? They smell lovely, and there's something so familiar about them. These were my mother's flowers. She would sprinkle the dry petals amongst her clothes. Oh, they smell just like her. Thank you so much.
So that was clearly the correct decision to give that to Liliana. We'll give this one to her too, just because I have most of the rest of these. I don't really care who they go to, so.
Why, thank you so much.
So she did not care for that. Rose of
Why,
Orlais
thank you so
did
much.
not care for that. Maybe a fancy scroll.
Why, thank you so much.
Didn't care for that either. And a silver brooch.
Why, thank you so much.
Now Morrigan. Onyx Demon.
Interesting.
Silver
A
medallion.
fine gift. You have my thanks.
She liked that a lot. We're pretty much at max with Morrigan now, though, so like giving her anything else will be pointless. I suppose I could sell a lot of these. I don't really want to give anything to Alistair because we'll just leave him down in the dumps, hating us.
Maker's blessing on you, sister.
Not very religious, sorry.
Oh, you look as if you come from the surface. I thought perhaps you were raised in the way of the chantry.
Definitely
I'm
was.
Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light.
Even in the very bowels of the earth, we hear no end of this chant.
And that is something to rejoice in, good sister. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar.
Don't dwarves worship their ancestors or something?
There is resistance. It's obvious the world wasn't created by the mortal souls who dwelt within it. Yet the dwarves of Orzammar persist in worshipping their own forefathers.
I don't see the problem. That's their religion. You shouldn't interfere.
You speak as if these people have deliberately chosen to reject the Maker, but most of them haven't even heard his name. How can they choose the path of enlightenment if they never learn that the path exists?
So are you offering to teach them about the Qun as well? Didn't think so. Are you also offering to teach them about the Elven Pantheon? Of course not. Just the chant. So, you're an idiot. You think you could show everyone the way? Presumptuous fool.
Andraste revealed the truth. The Maker took her up to live at his right hand and... No, never mind. It's clear you strayed too far to be brought back with a single conversation.
So he lost his motivation to try pretty quickly, and surprisingly, Leliana approved of that, and so did Morrigan. More nugs? Alright, let's go to Dust Town. These are the slums. And we're looking for someone who stole something from the Shapers in here. So, we'll have to keep our eyes open. The problem is, he should have a brand on his forehead, but there might be more than one person like that.
I think I just stepped in something.
There's a rich one. We'll get plenty for their kid once we cut them out of it.
You should run while you can. Be gone.
Get a minion.
This is a waste of time.
Of course.
Enough! Watch out!
Alright, so basically the second we got in here, some poor folk decided they could steal from us. Castless. Tells you a lot about the Castless, so read that if you are interested in learning more about them. Rogak.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform.
I'm Elia, a Grey Warden.
Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity, especially for someone with a few connections above ground.
I'd have to hear what you're asking.
Human kings, you know, they make these ridiculous laws. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium, the sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting a delivery of a stone's weight. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns. You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee.
It must be dangerous if you're paying so much.
More so for someone like you, I guess. Most dwarves born down here have a natural immunity. Other races, there are problems if they spend too long with the ore. The real issue is that lyrium's valuable. It's only found down here, and human mages can't work without it.
So, if you actually accept this quest, you can go to the circle and find the guy he's talking about, or you can find a couple of different other people who are willing to buy the lyrium. And depending on who you give the lyrium to, determines how he'll react if you come back and talk to him again. And he can react both negatively or positively, depending. How much did he say? Oh, okay, so he wants us to pay him before we actually take the goods. And I'm not willing to pay him. I'm turning you in.
I don't think so. Boys!
We will need to fight shortly. As you said. Right, man.
Oh, there's still one left.
Of course.
Yeah, see? So he had 20 gold, just like he was going to promise us. But since we killed him and stole it, we get it anyway.
It will be done.
Almar's Emporium.
What are you looking for? We got nothing to buy for the likes of you. Or maybe you wanted to sell.
This doesn't look like a store.
Well, our business is kind of covert, if you know what I mean. It's illegal in Orzammar for me to engage in protected trade, but they look the other way if I share things with my friends. For money.
Figures. Always a loophole. That happens in the real world too, by the way. I have some spare equipment. What do you give me?
Why don't you take a look?
So he actually has some recipes, but it doesn't look like any of the recipes we want. They're all traps and poisons. Yeah, they're all traps and poisons, so nothing good for us. Actually, that might not be bad. But alright, we're good. I think we're good. Yeah. You know, I think actually the diligence and efforts boots, those are part of the same set, maybe. I wonder if we can find other armor pieces that have similar names. Probably could. I've never actually tried to find them all. But I imagine if we could, it'd be a good set bonus. So that would be good for our dog, though. Really good. It's plus 3 damage. I'm not gonna do it though. Yeah, we can sell that, sell that. Sell the vase. And we're good for the rest. Okay. I probably should have bought that efforts boot. If I see another vendor that has another piece of the set, I'll probably do it. Oh, he has a brand on his forehead.
What do you want, Warden? You're out of your element down here.
Oh, I think this is the guy. I'm looking for a thief who dared to steal from the Shaperate.
Is that so? What makes you think anyone here would turn this person in?
Yeah, it's him.
You walked into a sodding fight, Warden, and I've already passed your stupid Tome along. Too bad for you.
Alright, let's trap you. What are you gonna do about it? A whole lot of nothing, it looks like.
It is done.
That's a lot of blood.
It was. You're not wrong, Alistair. So that's the receipt. It'll tell us where to go. Keep looking for the thief. The thief didn't have the stolen tome, but the receipt on his body suggests that he might have passed it to someone in the proving grounds. So we'll be going to the proving eventually anyway, but not quite yet.
Well, look at that.
It's not often old Nadezhda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dust Town. Help a poor cripple.
How about a generous kick in the face instead?
Calm down there, killer. No need to get testy. I'll just stay out of your way then.
If you're not intent on playing an evil character, I would highly recommend that you actually pay her what she wants and then have a bit of a chat with her. I can't tell you why.
Have you a coin to spare, milady? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
Why doesn't your father's son help you?
I mean, I asked
your
every
son's
day.
father.
He was eager enough for a daughter who would bring him into the mining caste. But since the boy was born, I've not seen nose or heel of the lout. And me alone on the street, forbidden to return to my family unless I... But no, I can't bear to even think of it.
What's wrong?
My name is Erlinda. I wasn't always like this. I was born to a mining caste family. We weren't wealthy, but I never went hungry before. Now it's all gone, and it's my own fault. Ancestors cursed me, but there's nothing I can do to set it right.
Spit it out already.
My son's father is casteless, as is he. My parents have disowned me unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him.
Well, if you're a minor, why would your son be casteless?
In Orzammar, lineage is traced through the child's same-sex parent. Had my baby been a girl, she would have been a minor like me. But as a boy, my son is considered tainted forever by his father's seed.
He'd be better off if you exposed him somewhere.
How can you say that? I cannot abandon my baby. The Shapers teach that only children of true lineage exist, not those born casteless. But they never carried a child. He cries like any other infant, and smiles when he's warm and full. I can't kill him because of an accident of birth, an accident I forced on him.
What kind of life will he have? Spare him that pain.
Maybe it would be better to spare him that. Let him join the ancestors. I could go home. I have to be alone now. Excuse me.
So that's probably the most despicable choice could pick in that scenario. There's several different options though. You can like go talk with her family, persuade them to take her back without her having to do anything. You can persuade her to go to the surface instead. You can get her to accept her fate and just live with her son here in the slums. There's a whole bunch of different things you can do. So you don't have to get her to kill her son, obviously. Oh, you know what? That reminds me. Yeah, I didn't. Okay, so I'm gonna grab Shale again after we leave here for a quick second. Actually, maybe I'll just do that after I've ended the video for today. Yeah, I'll just do that off screen. Those spirit crystals, I want to give them to Shale so that Shale has them to use.
Your clothes are so fancy. Did you get them topside?
Yes, I did.
My ma'am used to say they don't got no stone to protect them topside. If I go up there, I'm gonna fall into the sky.
You just have to hold on real tight with your feet.
Yes. When my dot left, he never came back. Who's to say he didn't fall up, eh?
Do you know anything about the small rodents down here?
Nugs? Yes. They don't got much meat on them, but down here you can't be picky. Better than nothing.
How would I get one?
Nuggets. Lots of people sell them here in Dust Town.
No, I want a live nug.
What for? You going to cook them up yourself?
My friend would like one as a pet.
Yeah, I can find a nug for you. Could even get one from outside the city. Those ones in the deeps don't eat as much garbage. I don't know what they eat, but they always seem healthier, you know? Shiny coats, bright eyes. How much you giving me?
How much do you want?
Don't know. Depends on how big a one I catch. Give me some time. I'll hunt him down for you.
Alright. So if we come back here later, he'll have a nug that we can buy, and then we can give that as a gift. I don't think we went to Tapster's yet. We'll go to there next. And then after we visited Tapster's, I think we'll probably call it for this episode. As you can tell, the Dwarven area is quite large, and there's a lot to do. And it might seem like we might be getting close, but if you ever feel that way, don't get your hopes up
I
too
do not
much.
even want to think from what manner of substance a cave-dwelling people would create their spirits.
So by that, she is referring to alcohol, so the booze-type beverages.
Ugh, just do not buy anything, or touch anything, or sit anywhere.
Morgan.
Atrust Vala, stranger. You must be the Grey Warden we heard about. Welcome to Tapster's. I'm Cora, your hostess. How may I serve you?
I'd like to hear a bit about the city.
So you come to Tapster's? I guess you're not asking for anything official, or you'd be at the Shaperate. But I can certainly give you a mole's eye view.
Already been to the Shaperate. Is there any place I should see while I'm here?
The nobles stay upstairs, except when they're slumming. You'll find the assembly there, the palace, the Shaperate, and plenty of estates. Down from here is just Dust Town or the mines, so my recommendation is avoid. It's not part of the city, just some old tunnels where the castlists build their nest. No one goes there if they can help it. But if you want fun, your best bet is the Proving.
Alright, I'm looking for someone.
Maybe I can help.
I'm looking for Doolin.
You must be the one he's waiting for. Table at the back.
Cool. Now let's
Did you
ask
need
him
something
about
else,
Ogren.
Warden?
I'd like to hear about the city. No, we already asked that. I'm looking for someone.
Maybe I can help.
I thought Ogren might be here.
He should be by the trash barrel. Easy to spot. Everyone gives him a wide berth.
So nobody likes him. Okay. And we could buy a drink, but I don't care enough, so... Nevin.
Afternoon, stranger. You looking for a stool to share a brew?
I don't mind if I do.
I recommend the Lycan Ale. They brew it downstairs. Name's Naveen. I fight with Prince Balin's Expeditionary Field Unit. Yourself?
I'm Elia, a Grey Warden.
Figured as much. Good folks, Wardens. I was in the deep roads when that one came by. What was his name? Duncan. Something like that.
Yep. So you knew Duncan.
I met him, sure. Good man. Solid. He knows what we go through in the deep roads. Not many do. Not even the ones who live this close. You have to be on the front lines.
And you work for Balin?
I go where I'm sent, fight when I'm there, and leave politics where it belongs.
Who's your unit fighting?
Darkspawn. Not much use in turning our weapons elsewhere while those vermin still live.
I've never been in the deep roads.
Every Grey Warden ends up there. That's where they send you when you're ready to leave this world. Go die in the dark, putting away as many vermin as you can. Getting more crowded these days, though. Lots of people interested all of a sudden. We go back tomorrow, and we're not the only ones.
Who's sending you out?
Balin ordered us in at first bell. He's splitting us into 4 teams to search for some of the lost tigers. Looking for signs of Bronca, I guess. Seems to be who everyone's after.
Who else is in the deep roads?
Lord Harrowmont's got his own men there, all looking for signs of Bronca. Guess the city's getting to miss having a paragon. Everyone wants someone to put in charge.
So he already said what he's looking for. Thanks for the drink. I should go.
Watch yourself. Orzammar politics are getting near as dangerous as battle.
Drunken karaoke.
Told him I don't understand why the provings aren't open to everyone. I mean, it's how the ancestors show their favor. Do they really need our help to decide who's worthy? And then he practically slapped me.
Lord Helmy.
Lord Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden?
It's a controversial opinion for a dwarf in the Assembly.
Very good. I guess someone already told you I was good for nothing, drinking my life away at tapsters. Or did they leave off at greatest shame to ever fall upon the Assembly? I've always liked that one.
Neither.
You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the Assembly. Orzammar are so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary.
Yeah, let's ask this. How does the caste system work anyway?
Badly. Oh, you're serious? Well, it's simple, I guess. The king and elected deshers of the assembly are at the top. Then it's the nobles. Then the warriors and all the craftsmen. At the bottom are servants. The casteless and criminals are below even that. Your caste is determined by that of your same-sex parent. And that's where you stay your whole life, whatever your skill.
So you get to vote on the next king?
Me and 79 other fine, upstanding examples of how someone who's born into every privilege inevitably wants more.
Definitely a lot like a Senate.
Views on equality.
Who are you voting for?
I doubt either candidate has been outside the Diamond Quarter in his life. But Lord Harrowmont seems a bit more forgiving. Prince Balin's brilliant, I'll give him that, and subtle as sin. But I don't think anything in Orzammar matters more to him than winning.
He does give off that impression. Well, through his henchmen anyway. Haven't met him. I have news. Harrowmont is double dealing you and Lady Dace.
Oh, well, I'd ask for proof, or why you care, but frankly, I'm so tired of it I'm not even surprised anymore. I don't even want the land, but my house would kill me if I turned it down. Responsibilities, you know. Now I'll have to go through the whole process of rejecting the deal. And they'll both have to try something else. And I thought it was going to be a nice day.
Why vote for Harrowmont if you didn't want the land?
I actually thought he was the better candidate. You must think I'm pretty soddy naive, huh? They're all the same, well-dressed, blood-sucking cave ticks. I'll have to inform Mother that Lord Harrowmont hasn't bought our vote after all.
So, he's basically saying that both of the candidates suck, but he thought Harrowmont was slightly better. No point in talking to Doolin yet, because we haven't actually done the quest.
I can't take it! What? Get away! You'll change like the rest. Monsters hidden in all my friends.
inside your friends? What? Is this Darkspawn corruption or just madness?
This thing's older than Darkspawn. And once you're in the story, they find you. See? I found copies. All from the same pen, and older than the ones in song. Dormant my ass. Take them. I want out. I won't disappear chasing a lie. I won't.
So this is an actual quest that we can do, and it can be interesting. Unbound. So we'll probably end up doing that when we go to the deep roads, but that's not for a bit.
What do you want? Hey, I heard about you. Grey Warden, coming from the surface. Great crisis in the world. People are saying how you've thrown yourself on Harrowmont's wagon train. I figured you'd be the one, you know, who could help me find Branka. But I guess you're just like all the rest.
What makes you think I'm siding with Harrowmont? All the rest of whom?
Power-hungry Deep Lords. The only real concern they have is whose ass gets the throne. You don't have to play dumb, Warden. Their lackeys only come to me when they want something. Well, if you want the secrets of a paragon, do the work and find her.
Is that who Branka is? She's the paragon?
City's only living paragon, and she's been lost in the deep roads for 2 years. 2 years, and no one's raised a bleeding army to go look for her. What's it matter to you, huh? You trying to find out her secrets? That what Harrowmont sent you here for? I know he's been poking around, trying to find things out about her, what she was looking for. Won't tell me spit, though. He wants it for himself, right? A little blessing from the ancients' technology, and he's assured the throne. Is that it?
What if I genuinely want to help you?
Too little, too late. But it's a nice gesture, Warden. If you think your boot kissing will get you an in I don't have, you're welcome to try this. I know both Harrowmont and Balin have been asking about her. 2 years without a peep, and suddenly now they want to start looking. If you find out what they know, it might just put me a step closer to finding her. Or sit here and have a drink. It's all the bleeding same to me. Barkeep? Sod off, Duster.
So, regardless of what you pick, he'll end up responding that way if you try to talk to him again. Well, we've actually explored the whole city now. Now we can focus more on the quests. So we can go to the Proving, but I still don't want to do that yet. I want to go find that Lord Dace guy. He's supposed to be in the Deep Roads. But I suspect that will take some time. So we're just going to end the episode here. And I'll do that next time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, remember to subscribe and give the video a like. And I'll see you in the next video.